Hello, and welcome to Leon's Lockpad, and welcome to Stock Lock Sunday, and Happy Easter, everybody, whoever celebrates it around the world. Yeah, been a disastrous night last night and day with a lock. I've got a story to tell you about a lock. Hopefully, we are going to get picked today. So let me get this lock. This is a masterlock lockout. I've had this for a while. I don't think I've picked one on video. I'll show you the bitting. Got some really nice bitting. It does work. It worked in the first place. So here's the story of this lock. Let's get it in the vise and we'll tell you the story as it's happening. Because it nearly turned into a complete disaster video. But luckily we recovered. I hope everybody's doing well. We're on a glorious Sunday in the UK today again. It's 2 days of absolute awesome weather. When we get weather like this, that's it, too hot for us. We moan about we need the hot weather, and then when it comes here, we all complain it's too hot. So, with this lock. Last night, about 12:30, made myself a cup of tea. Time to go to bed. So go and catch up on some YouTube videos. So I thought I'll have a little pick of this before I thought I'll choose a lock for today. So I'm looking through my locks while my tea's brewing. And one second, we're going to use a beautiful short hook from Gavin. Which is Boy Bilbo 81. And find a tension wrench as well, actually. So, I'm getting distracted now. Who's nicked my tension wrench? So yeah, so my tea's brewing. I thought I'll pick a lock. I thought, you know, I can't remember the last time I've done a lockout. I don't think I even might have done one on video. I couldn't remember. So I thought to myself, right, well, are we okay to use it? No, we can't fit in there properly with that one. So I thought, you know what, I'll have a quick go while my tea's brewing. And as my tea is brewing, I picked it in the hand, and sorry about this, it's all going wrong here. I picked it in the hand and I thought, you know, should be quite a fun lot to do. And like I say, I did get it done, and for some reason, give me 1 second, it's not from the bottom on this one, it is from the top. It's just been a pain. There we go, let's get it working now. So yeah, I picked it took me about 5 minutes and thought, yep, good fun, should enjoy doing this tomorrow. Anyway, in my haste of not paying attention, I turned the core all the way around accidental, didn't I? All the pins dropped out. Well, some of the pins dropped out, not all. And as you know, with a lockout, the case is permanently sealed. So I thought, great. Oh well, I can sort it out though, you know, I can separate it and we'll get it stripped. So I separated it and I thought, right, I'll leave it until morning to finish it off. And then this morning, after the kids did their Easter egg hunt and things like that, I thought I'll crack on with sorting this lockout. I think we might have to just pick it now because it's just doing me headed. So I thought to myself, you know, we'll just yeah. Anyway, so as I had a good nosy what was going on with it, found out that one of the springs had got trapped in the core. I need a better finger. Right, 1 second. Yeah, so the case is still separating because I've not glued it back together again, because obviously I might as well pick it and gut it. So I'm going to try it back in the box again. So yeah, spring got stuck. And basically I couldn't get the core out. So I absolutely had to rip it to pieces. Gouged all the core and everything. But luckily, it's as I got it separated, the spring come out. We got the spring out, which I was happy about. And I had to put a new spring in it. Luckily I found all the pins were there and everything. But something else with masterlock, and I've done it with the American locks. I don't really find it that often in American locks, but I do find it more. I do find it more in I found it in master locks, and I'll show you. It's to do with the pins. Oh, so yeah, sorry for the waffle. Let's see if we can get it open now. Oh, we've got a nice felt set going there. I had to drill the core as well to get the springs out. Oh, we're open. There we go. To get one of the springs out. As you can see. Right. Yeah, I had to do a lot. But, you know, it's a lock worth saving. So, let's take the top off. As you can see, it comes straight off. I'm glad that what I did is really nice clean cuts, because I didn't want to absolutely ruin the look of the lock itself. Here's the inside. Here's the actuator with the bearings. Let me get this camera pointing right down and we can see properly. There we go. Let's use this pinning tray by Trek-Master. So we'll take the core out. There's our core. There's our actuator. And there's our bearings for locking it up, because there's no spring in these. Yeah, like I say, I did a smooth cut. As you can see. But what I'll do is I'm not filling this in. I'm just going to put some soft glue in there so I can actually just squish it together, and it'll stay together until I need to separate it again. Right, so here's the core. As you can see, it's got silver foil at the moment, because what it is, I run a bit of hot glue as I drilled holes there, and then put silver foil just to stop the hot glue popping out when I was gutted so it can be re-gutted again at any point. Didn't want to ruin it. What I am going to do though is lock it back up, because I ain't going to do what I did last night. So let's get the back off. There we go, we're off. Don't want to be awkward. And let's turn it to the right. Let's get our follower. There we are. Right. Let's take this out. Now I'm going to leave the dry key pins in here just for a minute, because I want to show you something. As you can see, everything needed picked except for the front two, with just a lightest touch to get them to undo, to get them to engage. Let me just find my core holder. Right, let's get to the goodies bit and I'll show you what I mean. So we've got a spool in 1, we've got a double serrated in 2, we've got a spool in 3, a spool in 4, a spool in 5, and a spool in 6. So we've got 5 spools and 1 serrated. Now I'm not going to take all the springs out, I'll take just the one out because they're all the same except for the one that I replaced. There he is, he's ran off. I'll put him there. Right, so the core itself is actually fine. Just gave it a quick sand down to make sure it's nice and clean and usable again. Yeah, so what we've got here, as you can see, we have spool, double serrated, spool, 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 spool. Now, there's nothing wrong with having spools, but why make a core where spool in number 1 there will not interact at all, except for the spool part won't, and the spool part and the serration for number 2 will not interact with that. Now the spools will interact with 2, with 3, 4, 5 and 6. They'll all fit in there and they will interact. Let me grab one. Stick it in there. So let me put them all in. Now if you look at this, now you look at that, I mean that spool there is practically flat, but yeah, they're all interact. Now you get the serrated, as you can see, it does nothing, except for basically if it was just a standard driver really. And here's the first spool, which does nothing neither. So these two should have been just standard drivers. Were absolutely pointless being spools. Now I know it's all done by computer, and computer does the code for the key and the bit in, but I've got to say, master lock, your computer's a bit stupid. It really is. And the key pins, I'm not going to take them all out, we don't need to, because they're just all standard. You look, they're just plain old standard key pins, nothing fancy about them. Same size as what you get in America. It's the same core as American core, except for it's a 6-pin. But yeah, so I am happy that I actually saved the lock from its disastrous. I certainly didn't want it to be ruined, and I didn't want it to be wrecked. So luckily I saved it. Like I say, a bit of hot glue in this, just so it doesn't fall apart on me if I ever need it again for anything. And if I decide I'm going to permanently seal it, I will just put epoxy resin down the side and dip the whole lock in my red plastic dip. Well, this part, and we should be all sealed up and looking nice and cool again. But yeah, so that was my disastrous video from last night, from what happened last night and this morning. But luckily the lock is saved. So anybody out there was a lock harmed in the making of this video, but it is now saved and fine. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and bye. Don't forget to like.